Good morning. What a glorious, beautiful morning it is here, Kangaroo Point. Jody, how are you this morning?
I'm really good.
You had a really good sleep last night?
No, I haven't slept.
Oh, that's right. You didn't sleep at all.
No, I haven't slept. I've been up here.
Yes, holding
watching
the
the
fort.
runners. Yeah, tracking the runners right through the night. I've still got one of my guys I coach. He's still out there running. So, I feel like if my runners are out there working hard, then I've got to be here waiting for them.
That's the least you can do, right?
That's the least I can do.
Yeah.
Is, sit up here in the cold and track there, watch the dots. Yeah, so I've been here all night, being really interested and just being so inspired. I'm going to go for a run later.
Are you going to go for a run later?
Yeah, I reckon. I might just do a few lazy laps in my local park.
Later this afternoon, once we've finished up, packed up, and
maybe I'll have a nap. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah.
So right now we've got a mixture of the 20k runners coming in, and we also, of course, got 110k and milers all coming in. They've been out there they've seen 2 sunrises.
Yeah.
Hey.
So there are guys still out there running.
Yeah.
Who saw the sunrise yesterday.
Yeah, and they saw a glorious sunrise this morning.
They saw the sunset.
Yeah.
And now they've seen the sunrise again.
Yeah. Incredible.
And they're still moving.
Yeah, and we're tracking them here.
Yeah.
And we are also tracking our first place female.
Yeah,
Marie.
we're watching dots, and she's made it down to the river.
Yes.
So we know she's going to finish. She's going to make it here. Oh, look, we've gone to this little map here. You got that one on the... So I can show them which dot is the Marie.
There we go.
This one here, 1632 is our female. You can see there's a few of our 20k runners have got trackers. So they'll be all streaming past her now, which I think I find that sort of lifts you a little bit.
Give it a lift, yeah.
Yeah, because they obviously...
Cheering each other on, no doubt.
They're always like, because they're just doing 20, they're like, oh my God, you've been out here all night.
Yeah, they would be well aware. Yes.
Yeah, they're in awe of anyone who's doing something amazing like that.
Absolutely.
She's probably done it pretty tough through the night. It was cold out there. We asked Siri, it was 8 degrees.
Yeah.
Some of the guys coming in through the night, I asked them, like while you were sleeping, Ben.
I had a little kip.
Yeah.
Just a little one.
I was talking to those guys that were coming in through the night, like how were they finding the temps? They said as soon as they got out of the trails actually and into Paddington, it got colder.
Wow.
When they got into the suburbs.
Okay.
So they said it was kind of warmer out in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd go through, how we talked about how you run through warm pockets and cool pockets. Yeah, I had that. They were talking to me about...
That was the conversation. That was the experience that they had.
So, it happens to everyone. I mean, they have the same experiences out there on the trails. So, yeah. But Maria will be coming underneath so there's a little tunnel they go through now to come out through onto the Riverside Expressway there, or onto Corro Drive. So she's actually just going to come underneath Coronation Drive. Mm-hmm. Just before the go-between bridge. She'll probably pop through on the tracker because the tracker we probably lose a bit of a signal as she goes through that tunnel. She'll pop out on the river, just the other side of the go-between. She's got a couple of K to go though.
Yeah.
She'll have her pacer with her, who will be bringing her in, encouraging her along. Along with all the 20k runners. And if I'm a pacer and I'm with someone who's doing something freaking awesome, like run 100 miles, I'm telling everybody that's coming past, hey, she's doing 100 miles. She's been out here all night.
And that's going to be a huge lift. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll probably give you a bit of a recap. Or did you want to say tell everyone about Facebook, what we've got going on there?
Yeah, so on the Brisbane Trail Ultra Facebook page, we have a bunch of videos from yesterday. So you can go back and recap a bunch of the race footage, 100-mile start, and even last night.
That was this morning.
Well, it was this morning, Tech. Yes, well, night
121.
Time. 121. Vlad Shatrov,
so
2022.
We were recording live. We were recording live for... Actually, there was a dedicated bunch in Newcastle who were watching on at 1 a.m. in the morning, keenly waiting...
Cheering for Vlad
to come through, including his partner, Cheryl, down there in Newcastle.
And come through he did with his pacer, Kieran O'Brien, taking the win. And he was quite emotional when he finished, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He said this race means a lot to me.
Yeah.
He's had a few runs that probably didn't actually. He was very honest. Didn't go his way.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that's all or nothing. He goes for it and either blows up or he has amazing run. And last night was one of those nights where he was like. Really, he was. It was
straight away.
It was quite a privilege to have that chat with him. So I please go and check it out.
Yeah.
Feel free to fast forward through the 10 to 15 minutes leading up to that. And
we don't mind. You can skip through that. Get to the good stuff.
Through. Oh, but we did give you you did see a really good footage of what the runners would experience as they came in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That beautiful run along the river, which is all lit up. The cliffs are always lit up at night, so that's pretty magic to see when you're running in here. So I think come and check, at least check that bit out.
Yeah, go back and jump on the Facebook page and check out some of those pre-recorded or the videos from yesterday and early this morning, including our 100-mile champ Vlad Shatrov coming across the line and the interview with him, which once again. It was just really beautiful that straight away he was kind of a little bit vulnerable with us and just showed his heart that how much this meant and how tough the course was and how he really had to dig deep to get this one done, with the ankles issues and stuff that he's had. More finishes coming through.
Yeah. And he did, I think this is one of our milers coming through.
Yep, absolutely.
The finish line, we've got a great shot of the finish line. You can see they come through with their pacer. Yeah, that's a miler.
Yep.
With the purple on their bib, the 1-1. Yeah.
Looks like we've got Alan Burrell about to come up in the 110K, come up the stairs.
So again, even if they started at 5 a.m. yesterday, they've seen 2 sunrises.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know
these guys,
Roy Sheen, Alan's wife, will be waiting here eagerly.
Okay.
She's always waiting for Alan's great support. So, so we've got a mixture of 20K, 110 and milers finishing here. It is
so it's still a bit chilly.
It's 9 degrees.
9. Oh, come on, bring on double digits. Shall we ask Siri? Siri, is it 10 degrees yet?
Yeah, give me an update when it's 10 degrees.
So I can see Marie's trackers. Oh, just bumped along a bit. Yep. She's going past underneath the go-between bridge. She will be well and truly under that, turning that corner there on Corro Drive and coming underneath the Riverside Expressway. That's a concrete path underneath that main busy road there. Yeah. There won't be too much traffic. I'm just looking at the Captain Cook Bridge here behind me. That follows onto that. There's not a lot of traffic, but still it can be quite noisy after you've been out in the serenity. In the serenity of the trails in the night. Yeah, so we're showing one of our runners coming up the stairs.
Awesome shot.
This is the Kangaroo Point Cliff stairs that all the runners come up, even those.
And
we counted the stairs.
Yes.
So I've counted them down.
Twice.
Did you count them going down and then count them coming back up again? You just count them one way.
I just went one way coming back up. I said 106 and you say
105.
We'll split the difference.
Plus, we think there's 30 steps over there opposite us here, where they have to actually do a few more steps before they run up and around this park here. You can see they all sort of running down towards us through that Red Bull Arch. Yep. They actually have to run past us there.
Go up 3 flights of stairs.
Yep. Short flights of stairs.
Which is a bit of a rude shock to some of them, I think.
Yeah. So, we're just showing a bit of footage here now down at the finish chute, at the bottom of the finish chute. The people now that are starting to congregate come down here. Oh, someone's got flowers.
Oh.
How nice.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. A lot of these guys would have picked up their paces in the early hours of the morning. So the paces, they have they've got to be do the thinking for their run and make sure they get across the road safely, stay on the course.
Well, that's what it really is. It comes down to being a trail companion rather than actually pacing you so much as how fast you're running or moving forward, but just making sure, like you said, making sure they stay safe and actually doing the thinking for you. I mean, you've been on both sides knowing what it's like where you have someone that can just take care of things. You can kind of switch off and they can
just so
follow their directions.
Then the runner is you just run.
Yeah, you just keep
moving
forward. Yeah.
And someone does thinking for you. Okay, here we've got a 20k runner. So this is like the final flat bit before you do those stairs. You see there's a timing amount at the bottom there for the Sunto.
Let's count.
So he's making up the
Well.
105 stairs.
106. He is moving really well up those stairs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, we're not far. We're just, I could almost wave.
Yeah.
You might see my arm over there. Yeah.
Very cool. So, any update on Marie? Let's have a look. You got to. Does it jump forward a little?
Yeah, she's turned the corner.
Yep.
So yeah, she's approaching North Quay. So there's a ferry terminal there, which I believe that one's actually in operation.
Mm-hmm.
You're underneath the expressway still there. You got a bit of shelter from the shade, which you probably will be looking for some sun right now. I think the hardest part in these events is those early hours from about 3 a.m. to 4:30, to maybe 2:30 to 3:30, 4:30 a.m. where you're really maybe 5 when it's winter, where you're waiting for the sun.
Yeah.
So she probably found it pretty hard going around that time, because this time last year she'd finished.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at that time. Yeah, so I don't know what's changed this year. The course is slightly different, and certainly a little bit more challenging in certain places.
And we were talking about that last night, whether the course is harder when we're asking, some of the athletes afterwards. I just think it's potentially that this is just different.
They're just hard.
Different variables. Yeah, well, it's hard all overall, but there's just different variables from the previous version of the course. So not to say that it's got more elevation or less elevation or more technical. It's just all of those variables together can make for a different experience every time. And I think we've just seen that for everybody.
Yeah.
They've all had a different experience if they've come back to race.
Yeah, so she came in with a big goal to try and beat her course record, and she's a bit behind that, but still, to be out there when so many have dropped from the race, is amazing. Yeah, so I always find that as soon as the sun comes up,
A lift.
you lift.
Yeah.
You wake up again, and
There he is. Alan Burrell.
So one of our milers.
110k.
110k.
And there's wife Roy Sheen.
Okay. Yeah, so now we've got a shot. You can see still got 20k runners coming in. So at night, this is all lit up.
Yeah.
And you can see the cliffs there on the right.
Well, when I went for my walk down there this morning, it just looks so beautiful with all the
you can see
lighting.
those grey things, those grey triangular type shaped things there on your right. When we sort of come, we'll pan around there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're lights.
They're the big lights, yeah.
And they light up the bit of a. We've got a
they're
marshal
slightly
there.
different colours too, aren't they? Like there's not just generic.
No, I think they
light.
can change the colour of those lights. Like they do change the colour of the Story Bridge.
Yes.
Lights, and that's often themed. It'll be red, yellow, green, and multicoloured for different events.
Yep.
So I'm expecting next week when Maroons take out the State of Origin, it'll be maroon.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or if not, it might be blue. We'll see.
I doubt that would be the case.
No, we don't know. We never know.
You never know.
I'm not really invested, so.
Aren't you? Aren't?
No, I'm not. I'm kind of a Queenslander, but I'm originally from Western Australia.
Right.
So I've spent most of my life in Western Australia.
So you're kind of Switzerland.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just not a footy fan. Don't shoot me down here,
okay.
but yeah.
No, I'm definitely an AFL follower. And,
If I was going to watch any code, it would be AFL. But
yes, good on you. Yeah, so you can see here, there's we're down
these
by the
shots.
river now. Yeah. So yesterday there was a wedding going on just here.
There's been a wedding actually the last couple of days. Since
It's
Friday,
actually a really
morning there was a
popular
wedding.
spot.
Yeah.
Very popular picnic spot, and always often a wedding.
Once again, great real-time footage of
Runners coming through.
finishes coming in. again, we've already shouted out heaps, but it's just so good to have the team from Element bringing all of this footage in real time. And the guys have done an amazing job.
So here's some people just out for a jog. Oh, they've got bibs on. Let's just, finishing. Well done.
Nice.
So that 20K is still not an easy 20.
No.
You do start from checkpoint 6.
Yeah, talk us through the 20K course.
Okay, so 20K course. They start out up at checkpoint 6 where our Brisbane trail runners are all based.
Mm-hmm.
And they look after that checkpoint every year, ever since we started. You're almost at the summit. You're practically at the summit there. So you start with we started with a downhill run down the Mahogany Trail. And then probably this is where our Red Bull climb winner will possibly come from.
Yeah.
Either the 20K or the 30K.
Yeah.
Actually, usually the 30K because that's a bit more of a competitive race, but it's a really good opportunity in the 20 to take out that Red Bull run. Mm-hmm. So they have a downhill run to the JC Slaughter Falls picnic area, and then they hit the Red Bull climb, which is 1.8K uphill. It's a little bit technical.
There's no flattening out on that climb at all?
A little, but not much. Yeah. It's pretty much up for 1.8K. And then they hit the Powerful Hour Trail, and Powerful Hour is a bit of undulation there. Then from the Powerful Hour Trail, they turn right and head towards the Simpson Falls. So there's what we saw yesterday, the footage, there was some water coming out in the Simpson Falls. Not a lot, but there's a bit of water coming through there, coming down the falls there. There's a little bridge that they cross over. Great views of the city from there. If they care to look, they can actually see the CBD from that little bridge, which is about, by then, 15K, maybe a little bit less from the finish. From there, they head up to the Sir Samuel Griffith Drive and cross the road over heading towards Barden, and they do a little run across to the Colgan Circuit. Do that loop. They hit some roads, and then they hit a last little bit of trail again. A nice little short, sharp up the road to hit a little bit of trail. And then they're on the roads and heading through Paddington. And with 10K.
That little loop that you were telling me about?
The Lace Monitor Trail.
That's the one. Thank you. Lace Monitor Trail.
Lace Monitor Trail.
I'm starting to learn a little bit of these terminologies.
We had a bit of live footage from the Lace Monitor Trail yesterday. We saw them out there. And then we head into Paddington and onto Latrobe Terrace, down through towards the 4X Brewery, across the railway line. I think you don't have to wait for trains. I'm pretty sure you go under or over the railway line there. I'm not sure whether it's under or over there. Pretty sure it's under. Yeah. And little tunnel, and we're onto the river, and it's under around the river and over the Goodwill Bridge and
home.
Around the river and up the stairs to see us here. Yeah.
Up 106 stairs.
So Marie is now on the new what we call the Mangrove Walk.
Yeah.
So there's a walkway over the river there. It's actually really, really beautiful little walk. Hopefully she's running and walking still.
Can she kind of see see us, the finish area from there, or get a glimpse?
No, because if you directly behind us is the Botanic Gardens, and she'll be practically behind us now on the river. Yeah.
So once
directly behind us. So she's got to come around the river. She's got to come along there, go over the bridge, and then cross the river.
Then she'll get a view of it.
And then, she won't see us until she's underneath the Captain Cook Bridge over there. Yeah, so she's just jumped along onto the Mangrove Walk there. You can see the Botanic Garden. So she's actually probably directly across now from where we're looking. So, that's the Botanic Gardens, the QUT, Curtin University of Technologies there. We're looking at the Brisbane CBD, and Mount Cootha is to our left over there. You can't see the Story Bridge this morning. But at night, you can see it lit up there in the distance. Of course, it's only like a K down the road from us here.
That's right. About 900
Maybe
metre walk.
1.5. I've heard a few people say they've walked over the Story Bridge to get here. I have a little run I do from home because I live not far from here. I can run. It's about,
I think you said 7 Ks from home?
yeah, if I run the long way around the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a little run I do. I call it my understory run. Understory, because I run around the river underneath the Story Bridge, and then I turn around and go back again.
Do you name it that on Strava?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, just checking.
So I also have my under-over story run and my under-over story run.
Do you name it every time you do it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Unless
I forget. You know I'm really busy if you look at my Strava and it says morning run. Yeah.
No. Personally, I think it's just laziness when people don't label their runs. That's just me personally, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I like it when I see exactly what it's called and who they ran with.
Yeah.
And tag away.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I check Strava
And
more than I check
photos.
anything else, actually. And now videos.
I'm sure people, like, as soon as how quickly when people give you kudos.
Yes.
I'm like, what? I just put this in. Like, I haven't even had a chance to name it, and you've got kudos.
So here we can go for a slight tangent, just for a moment.
Sorry. Yeah.
Is that all right? We can do this.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I used to get not frustrated, but like, oh yeah, I haven't had a chance to rename my run or add a photo yet. So then I made all of my runs private. Then I update it all, and then I make it public.
Oh,
so
that's too much. Takes too much time.
It's the best way to do it.
Oh,
so you can rename it. You can tag whoever you need. You know, make sure you get the right shoes that you wore. All of the details.
Yeah.
And then make it public and everyone can see it, and then it's perfect. And then they can give all the kudos they like, because they say, "Oh, look at that beautiful photo," and see, just giving you some handy hints
Handy
there.
for Strava.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, off Strava.
Because we had a few conversations about cucumber sandwiches yesterday,
We did.
which most trail runners in Brisbane will be very familiar with.
Yeah, and if you're not, then you need to go back to the Facebook page and go back and watch the videos.
And watch the feed, yeah.
Yeah, you'll hear it about a few times, and it'll all become very clear.
Okay, so Marie's slowly making her way along. I think that dot's going to jump. Yep, there we go. So she's,
Awesome.
if you can see behind us, that tall building there on my left, that side. She's on the other side of that building right now. Yeah. So she's running past
Marie.
the base of that building. I'm just tapping with my hand here. Yeah.
We've got another 100-mile finisher coming along
in.
the riverside.
Yeah.
Andrew Brown, we might get a bit of footage of him shortly before he heads up the stairs.
And I'd say he's probably one of our early starters.
I think so, yes.
So he's one of those guys who started midnight on... let me think about this. Friday night, Saturday morning.
Yeah, midnight.
Midnight Saturday.
Yeah. Friday.
Because it's now Sunday. No, well... I don't know.
It's midnight, Friday midnight. That's what I say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Friday night. It's Friday night, Saturday morning.
Andrew's been out there for some time, and he is almost home.
Yeah. So that's dedication, just to keep moving through the night. And it was pretty cold yesterday morning, so he's had 2 really cold nights. There's a happy 20k runner. Yeah. So our cameraman down there, and there's some people out enjoying a morning walk.
Yeah.
It's very popular for walkers. Because you can see these people walking and they're all rugged up. Oh, we've got a guy pushing a pram. And a lot of people just out for their morning run.
Beautiful spot.
And that's usually where you'll find me on a Sunday morning. I was running around the river.
It's a go-to for you, isn't it?
Yeah. And because I run all the way around the river to UQ and sometimes all the way around to Indooroopilly. And there's some mad people that do all the bridges and they run out to the gateway.
You've done lots of mad things, though.
Yeah.
It's just lots of different
Well,
levels
I haven't
of
done
crazy.
the miler here, so I'm not that mad. Yeah.
It must be on the list, right? But you're always involved. You're always helping out, working.
Yeah. I'm actually quite enjoying being this side. And actually, I get a lot. I actually have a great lot of pleasure out of seeing so many amazing performances. I think if you really want to experience an ultra, go out and spend some time at a checkpoint, do some volunteering. It's just amazing to see the whole range of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You get the happy runners, the grumpy runners, those who are apologetic.
It's awesome to watch people's journey.
Yeah.
And like we talked about yesterday, getting to you make so many new friends and through the community of running and these events. And Ben Wilson finished not too long ago in the 100 mile. I saw him at the Butter 24 and had a chat to him there and chatted to him before he started. And then he came across the line and just went down and shake his hand and say good day. And it's just building those connections, and you see them again at other events and chat a little more. And
everyone's been all the runners, one of the things that's been very common is they've been so appreciative of the checkpoint volunteers.
Yes.
And they're all volunteers. They're all runners who give up their time, all different running clubs, and we'll list them off later. You've got that under control, haven't you, Ben?
What's that?
All those volunteer groups around the checkpoints.
We're going to do it a bit later, but I'll do it now.
Okay. While we're waiting for
checking
Marie.
my messages, Nolis is saying good morning to me. Morning, Nolis. Former winner.
Yeah, so Nolis was...
Brisbane Trail Ultra 100 mile.
I think it was his first miler in 2019.
I think it was.
Yeah, and he came in 4th. And his support crew thought he was 3rd, and I had to tell him he was not 3rd. He was 4th.
Horrible job.
But hey, we made up for it the next year when he came in and won it in 2020. Yeah.
So all of the groups that do all the checkpoints, a huge weekend, of course, for them out there. Just the way they all do is amazing. So I'll just go through them quickly. Start line is the guys from Trail Running Association of Queensland Track, CP1, Bunyaville Trail Runners and the Bunya Bells. Checkpoint 2 is K2 Base Camp. Checkpoint 3, the White Rock Warriors. Always got to say that on a bit slowly and make sure you don't mispronounce it because I always stuff it up. That's just me. Checkpoint 4, AAA Racing.
Let's not forget that actually Cheryl, who does a lot of work for AAA.
She's looking after the AAA.
She's looking after while Alan and Susanna are on holiday in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Wales.
Yeah, that's right. Cheryl's doing the work there. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
AAA Racing. Checkpoint 5, Springfield Runners Group. Checkpoint 6, BTR, the Brisbane Trail Runners. We've mentioned them quite a bit because it's a real hub there for runners coming through. Checkpoint 6.
Because they are there the longest.
Yeah, the longest group. And the finish line, River City Runners. So there's all of our running groups that have been doing manning all the checkpoints over the last couple of days, and they're still going to be out there till probably later today. And like you said, checkpoint 6 being the longest one. So huge thank you to all of those running groups that provide the support and the care for all of the runners coming through. Motivation. A lot of times it's not about the cup of noodles, it's about the chat that comes with it, the motivational chat or, talk someone through what they're going through and get them back on their feet and back out again.
Yeah, I love it when they go, okay, we see Marie's on the Goodwill Bridge now.
Yeah.
So she's making her way across the river. She's crossing from north side to south side. Are we south? Yes, south side. I had to think about that. Actually, it's a bit deceiving because this river, we call it the Brown Snake, don't we? Don't we?
We do now.
You do, yeah. And, when you find out someone lives the other side, you're like, oh, God. Because, there's only so many bridges to get across this river, and it just snakes around the city, as you can see if you've ever looked at the map.
So she's on the bridge.
Yeah. Well, there's a few tunnels now, and we've got our Cross River Rail going in, so, yeah. All right, so, yeah, she'll be doing, it's quite a little pinch. So I've heard quite a bit about the Pinchy Hills.
Well,
and this will be another one.
We heard that it was flat. The first part of the course was flat, according to some of the
that was before
interviews.
they ran the race.
Yeah, so then they learnt the
so actually we're down by the cliffs. Last night we were talking about how there's always a few rock climbers and stuff, and then we have one guy there. He'll be rappelling. Have you ever done some rock climbing? You know the terminology. If you're a rock climber, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, abseiling and...
So he'll be letting his rock
belaying?
climber.
Is that what it's called?
Rappel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't know.
We're just making this
I
up.
have a friend, Farah, who's a rock climber. She'll be able to tell me whether I got it wrong or
You'll
right.
get corrected later on.
I will.
That's good.
She'll tell me off. Yeah, so one guy on the ropes, he's making sure the rock climber is safe. Yeah, so there's rock climbers there enjoying their rock climb. Man, wouldn't it be hard on your hands in this cold?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be looking for Marie. She will be coming along here, not before too long. So you can still see we've got runners. Is that a guy with a pacer, one of our milers or not? We're not sure. The tracker's not showing us a miler coming through there. These are 20k runners coming in. Oh, is this? No, I think we've got a miler there. Yeah. Yeah, one of our milers just crossing the finish
I'll just
line.
double check who that was.
Yeah, and you can see there was a 20k runner there, like giving him kudos
Like-
because, you know, he's just done probably the last 20k with him.
Andrew Brown.
Yeah.
Finishing 100 miles. Brisbane
Yeah.
Brisbane Trail
Trail
Ultra.
Ultra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
32 hours, 35 minutes. Congratulations, Andrew.
And I think the photographer, he works almost just as hard as us. You reckon?
Oh, they're going to be,
Capturing
they're
that
gonna be
finish
more harder.
line.
They're going to be
Catching
more
that-
focused. They can't miss anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
So Marie's this side of the river.
Yes.
So she will be passing under the Captain Cook Bridge in next few minutes. There's the guy on the camera down there by the river. He'll be looking out for her. No doubt pick her up before too long, and we'll see how she's looking. Whether she's still got a bit of run in those legs or she's just hiking. At this point, she probably doesn't care.
Yeah, she
Probably
knows,
just
she
wants to get
knows,
to the finish.
But she knows she's got it done.
She'll know she'll finish, and she'll know that she's. I think she'll be fairly sure that she's will be winning it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she'll be really looking forward to getting here. So yeah, she'll be coming along here before too long. You can see there all the ropes for the rock climbers this morning. If you're into a bit of want to try rock climbing, it's probably a great venue for it. River Life is will look after you down there, make sure you're safe. You can see we've got 20k runners. So all these 20k runners would have been coming past Marie.
They would have been given a cheer.
Yeah, yeah. And probably, yeah, giving a bit of encouragement as she comes through there. There's a table tennis table. Table tennis, anyone? It's in the sun.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. We can see one of our kitty cats on the river there.
I'll be more keen on the table tennis than the rock climbing or abseiling.
Well, if you've got a paddle and a ball, let's go.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is get down 100 and what? 30, 106 stairs.
I'd say. That's
Actually,
so good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. There we
Yeah,
go.
actually we have quite a few around the river.
Yeah.
There. I don't know whether you must have to bring your
BYO.
own. Yeah.
We're talking about the paddles and the ball, nothing else down there, all right? There's enough talk about that beers last night.
I wonder if at River Fire, because that gets packed
Yeah.
during River Fire, if they get a bit of use.
Mm.
You can see one of our little kitty cats there. That's over your free ferry. If you're a visitor to Brisbane, that's one of the ferries you can jump on and cross the river on. Completely free. You just hop on, get off wherever you want to. Unfortunately, at the moment, not all of our ferry terminals are open after the recent flooding.
So the kitty cat is free. Is the city
The kitty cat is free.
Or
The city cat is
not free?
no, you can't. You have to pay for that one. But the kitty cat stops. It only does the inner city. The city cat goes out to UQ and to North Shore Hamilton, which is where Eat Street and stuff is. All right, so we're looking for Marie. She can't be too far
Yeah, I
now.
was waiting for that tracker to move a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the Maritime Museum terminal's just in front of us there. That one's out of service.
It's moved. The tracker has moved. She's moving
Yeah.
along.
Okay, so that's the Captain Cook Bridge we can see there in the foreground. So she will be passing under there now. Probably looking forward to a bit of sunshine. Yeah, and all these runners coming along here, they would have come past her. You can see everyone really happy to finish this event here. I think, have we got a 20k runner coming in?
I think everyone's getting a bit of
a
finish
to get
finish
to run
line
through
love.
the tape.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You don't always get to do that.
No.
So if we
It's shown
we
us
love
that
to
they're
give
doing
you
as
an
well.
we love to give you an experience here at the Brisbane Trail Ultra. Oh, what a glorious day. It's going to be amazing this afternoon. The wind's dropping off again.
We're talking to Shona. Hopefully we can have a bit of a chat with Shona. I mean, she's just been obviously doing her thing all weekend. Everything from driving fruit to checkpoints to going to Bunnings and buying cable ties.
To tipping fruit out of the van.
Making fruit salad accidentally. Inadvertently.
If you watch our live feed, you'll see a few mishaps. Oh, these people are, those stairs are quite steep.
Yeah.
And if you've done a hard 20k, it can be.
You'll be grabbing onto those
rails and
pulling,
pulling yourself up. Marie charged up there last year.
Wow.
She was pumped. We'll see how she goes this year. She can't be far. So you can see
There's a smile there.
Smile there.
Yes.
Yeah. She had something on her shirt there. I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, a couple of runners coming in. Woo! I can I can even manage a jump.
Yeah, save just enough energy for the jump shot.
Yeah.
Classic. Do you do a jump shot?
I used to. I used to do all sorts of fun
until
stuff.
You got your granny on.
Yeah, that's only when I run. I go a granny when I run up hills.
Oh yeah. Yes. Once again, something we chatted about yesterday.
I in a 24-hour race, just to mix it up a bit, because you're running on a track around a circle. Look, we can see one of these guys rock climbing.
Eee.
Yeah, check it out.
So cool.
That really hurt my arms. My arms were sore for days when I tried that rock climbing.
There's just so much excitement here at the finish.
So it looks like we're going to have a great day for picnics. Just coming up now. Okay, so we've caught Marie now.
Yes,
there's her pacer,
she is.
holding her poles. She's got a smile for us.
Woo!
That's for the camera, of course.
Yes.
It's probably more of a grimace. When people say, "Oh, you're smiling, you must be fine," I'm going, "Yeah, really good, yeah." So you can see she's got a bit of a march on there. She's probably pretty sore. Hopefully a little elated that, hey, she's going to actually finish it and be really looking forward to stop that relentless forward progress. You can see her pacer there just trying to get her to keep that pace going and get to the finish line.
Well, she's moving well. I mean, he's got a jog on and she's hiking it strong.
People come over the line in all different forms. Some people get the lean on. Have you ever got that lean on?
Or which, like to the side lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. That's just my general
We
look.
haven't had anyone crawling over.
No.
But you can see, she's coming past the cliffs there now. Yeah, just marching it in.
Yeah.
Just be happy to, at this point, to be able to.
Well, I wonder if she's honestly savouring the moment, or she's just waiting to get it done. Again, we'll have to have a chat.
We don't
with her
have any audio down there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we'll have a good chat with her when she gets here. Hopefully, you can see the table tennis table where we had there earlier. This was actually in the floods, all underwater.
You were saying on the previous.
Yeah, she would have been probably knee deep in water through here at the peak when we get the river's quite tidal. You can see her pacer there, just keeping her moving along it. That's a fast hike.
Yeah, it's very. That's what I was saying. He's jogging and she's hiking really strong,
which
all
is a
the
real
way.
asset in an ultra, particularly a miler.
Yeah.
You will spend a lot of time hiking.
Yes.
Hiking, especially this one where you're hiking up hills, running down. Yeah. I know some people are quite strong running the hills. I know Jess Schluter. She's one of those that are actually really strong. She runs the hills.
Yeah.
Others will hike them.
Yeah, well, if you can walk strong, you can get a lot of Ks covered. Best advice ever was given. One of the best pieces of advice was from Mick Thwaites, who basically said to me, Benny, walk strong, mate, walk strong. He kept encouraging me. And once I got that happening, I was able to get a lot further distance than I originally thought I could. So,
and the great thing about a walk in an ultra, it can be like a half walk, half run.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a walk.
Yeah.
So you do whatever, makes it easier for you. So yeah, she's getting close now. So the stairs are just ahead of us here. You'll see there's some people there at the base of the stairs. The stairs are out to the right. So you sort of just got to go up this little sort of bit of a ramp here. And she'll know it because she's
done it before.
Done this last year. She's not from Brisbane. She's actually from New South Wales. And or Canberra, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So this is the final turn. So yeah, she's going to do a little turn here. Woo. Yeah, so she's minutes away. We'll see her. She's at the base of the stairs. There she goes. I want to see how she goes up those stairs. We see the kids with the cowbells. We've got a table down there. I didn't know we had a little tent. What's that down there? Have they got cake?
Marie Connor is
I don't know what they
hitting
what
the
are
stairs.
They? Yeah. Okay, so she's doing that Cinto climb. Yeah, obviously. Oh, look at her.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
She's got it on.
Wow,
she knows that finish line.
She can feel it.
She can hear us. Oh, no. Sharp turn. Yeah. She's like, come on, kids. Yeah, so she'll pop out up the top of the stairs here in a minute, do her lap of the park, and then hopefully we'll get to talk to her as she, look at that view.
Incredible.
So you imagine
view.
I walked down these stairs in the floods and and that was all water.
Wow.
Where the bit of a road is. Yeah. Here she goes. Oh no, this is another runner. Here she comes. Yeah, a little bit,
Oh.
She's only done 160k.
Yes. With those stairs.
Yeah. But yeah, happy to be here.
I still think that's a smile.
Yeah.
I believe that's a smile.
Oh no, that was a bit of a grimace.
Right there, there. Prove me wrong. Let's just say a slight
This
grimace.
is 105, 6, 7 stairs.
Give or take.
And then another 30.
30, yeah.
And then just a little up. So we can see her now coming past us. We can give her a wave. Yeah, there she is over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's obviously a strong hike because her pacer is there, still a bit of a jog with her. So yeah, let's look at the time.
Coming into the finish area, first female in the 100-mile Brisbane Trail Ultra. She's got a couple of flights of stairs around the block, and then she's in the finishing chute.
So she defends her title. She came here and broke the course record last year. And so she's come back and defending her title here. Be really interesting to see up the stairs, to see if she'll be keen to come back to make it a three-peat.
Yes.
Not too many people three-peat a miler,
no.
I don't think. Yeah.
Last one.
We got some 20k runners. Yeah, just that look like they're letting her have her moment. So yeah, she'll get us a bit of sunshine when she gets up the top there. Thanks crew, thank you crew, because they... So she started at 5 a.m. yesterday morning. She left Corramulling Park in the Gap. She's headed out towards McAfee's Lookout, up to Jolly's Lookout, up to Mount Glorious. She's headed back. She's negotiated. She's survived township break
Yes, we've heard a lot about township break, and she's definitely survived it. One more turn.
Lots of people aim to get through township break before it gets dark. She would have been doing it in the dark.
Yeah.
So actually, because she doesn't actually live here, she's probably never seen it when it's light. So in some ways, that's probably a good
A
thing.
bit of a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, Shona.
There's Shona, our
look at
race
her.
director, ready to welcome in Marie. Yeah. Yeah, so last little turn there. One of our 20k runners coming past. And she's just happy to walk. Like, some people will put a bit of run on. Let's see if she wants a little run on for this lap. But no, she's just happy to walk it in. Because
Here she comes.
yeah. Got her gloves there on, so obviously it was a little bit cold out there on the trails this morning. Gloves and arm warmers. Looks of it. So we've got some beautiful little lookouts at the city here, and we're in one of them. We're based here in one of them.
Brisbane Trail Ultra.
Yeah.
Here she is, defending a title, 100-mile female champion, Marie Connor.
Woo! Of course, the crew have all got to jump in because they're just as much a part of this journey as yeah. I'm getting emotional.
Yeah.
I'm just tired.
No, it's definitely emotional. We both know what it's like.
Oh, gosh.
The relief that she has,
Yeah.
surrounded
For
by
a bit of relief, I can.
friends
finish
and
talking.
family, everyone that's been supporting her the whole time, getting her to this point. Come back, defend her title, grit it out.
Let's not forget, there's still some runners out there. By the looks of our tracker, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 milers still coming in. Yeah. 7. Oh, including one of our youngest competitors, Jackson.
Yeah. He's
So
still
I'd
out
love
there.
to.
Yeah, I count 7 in the 100-mile on their way home.
Okay,
We've got
yeah.
2
All right.
literally about to make their way up the stairs. We've got Ingo. You're going to organise an interview, and we are.
I'm going to bring Shona and Marie in.
Yeah, you do it.
I'm here. Yeah. And Shona, can you go get Shona? Yeah. Ah, so
Sorry, I didn't put my hands up.
I'm going to get a bit emotional, sorry. So I might, can you hold the microphone or not? I can put it here. So, hey!
Hey.
So we've just seen Marie finish the... I can't work this out. I've just seen Marie. The camera's here. Yeah. Shona and I have been up all night.
We have. We haven't slept.
We haven't slept.
No, we
Me
haven't
either.
slept.
But I'm going to get emotional because I love seeing women do amazing stuff. And I'm just really pleased you came back, Marie. I really am.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
The course changed a little bit this time.
Yeah, you added some big hills for me.
So we know you had the goal of setting that, breaking your own course record. But you smashed the course record by, and I think you're still under the previous course record.
It was a long day. It was hot out the back too. Like it was a bit warm, and I drank a lot more water in the first half as well. And I rang my husband at 8:30 yesterday morning, and I said, I was like, I don't know. I think the legs can't do it. I ran a race 5 weeks ago, and I think my legs were too fatigued, and I didn't. And after 20 Ks, and he said, "Don't worry, go to Plan B. Throw the plan out the window, and just enjoy your day." And you know what? I just enjoyed it, and I have had the best day all day.
Oh, fantastic! You know,
day.
that's always been my thing. I've had some great runs, but I just go out there and I run and I talk to everybody, I make lots of friends.
I made some new friends.
Yeah, and I said you would have had all the 20K runners coming past you and that last 20K.
And they're all, everyone's like, well done.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's such a great community, isn't it? I love it.
And we did talk a bit about that in the live feed. It said that would be lifting you and just,
If only I could have, bounced into a jog. That was
We did see you marching along there. It was still a fast walk. I saw your pacer jogging along.
It's 8:10s. I can walk at 8:10s.
Yeah, wow.
For 70 Ks.
Yeah, so how was it through the night?
It was good. I got a little bit tired around 4 a.m. I think, and I swapped out a torch battery, got a bright light, and I was happy to go again. But I start getting tired. I thought there was a log across the road, and I was like, oh, it's just the shadow of the gravel. I said, am I hallucinating? No.
Do you ever have hallucinations?
No, never.
I haven't either. Have you had hallucinations, Shona?
Absolutely.
So I'm really curious to hear about people's hallucinations because I've never obviously pushed myself hard enough to hallucinate. So what's your hallucination?
Usually ghosts or like crazy men who probably aren't there, so like the
hanging in the
thing.
tree.
Yeah.
So little like goblins maybe like coming out behind trees.
I remember I asked you in Horsburgh what his hallucination was. I've forgotten. It was a really good one, what he told me. Maybe you can send me a little Facebook message. Remind me what his hallucination was. I think Lou Clifton she said rocks always turned into animals.
I can imagine her saying that.
Yeah. She said, she'd always see like these rocks and then suddenly there'd be some sort of animal and trying to move. And I've had people seeing gorillas and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, I want
Clearly
some of
not
this.
tired enough. Clearly too much caffeine.
Yeah.
So Marie, I want to know how you got through that because that would have been super tough knowing that like for 70 kilometres you had to walk. So what did you do mentally to get through that?
No, I think just I'd resigned to the fact that it didn't matter of the outcome of the day and just enjoy. And I ran a 40 Ks with Ben Wilson, who's one of the boys who did the miler as well. We did through the back section from checkpoint 3 round to Dundas, and we were having a great chat. And he said, "There's a lot of." We had a bit of a talk about the tortoise and the hare strategy, and I said, "So I'm a bit more of a." I was very slow on the hills, and I noticed that early on, and there was nothing I could do about it. So I thought, you know what, continuous forward, it doesn't matter. Just never stop or do your best you can, and my best was to finish, so that's great.
Yeah.
So what was your injury in the end? What exactly was it?
I've got no injury, but 5 weeks ago I ran in the Australian Championships for the 24-hour track race and did 211 Ks. So
Yeah, okay.
and I thought I
Fair
was
enough.
recovered, and I thought I was tapered and recovered, but because I've done no work on the legs in the last 4 weeks, it wasn't until I got out there and 20 Ks in the first couple of hills, and I was like, they are not responding, they're not, and I was tripping a little bit, and I was like, well, it's going to be a long day, and so I enjoyed it. You know what? I watched the birds and I looked at all the trees, and it's such a beautiful course, and there's so many things that I missed last year because I was going too fast, I think, or so focused, I don't know, whereas this year I just spent the whole time looking in the trees except for the bits where the rocks and I had to watch or I was going to fall over.
So did you come across any of our wildlife out there?
None, and thankfully no snakes because I'm not a fan at all of snakes.
Well, it's a good time for
And no leeches, even better. That's why I was
actually think it's
concerned
too
there was
cold
going to
for
be
leeches.
leeches.
I think it's too
Thank
cold
God.
because I was out there on the national park for a photo shoot and I'm leech phobic, so I was looking out
So
for them.
am
But
I.
I actually think it's too cold for leeches. That the heat sensor's not working.
It's not that cold.
Yeah.
I didn't even get my fleece out, which is still
Oh
on
my
my
God.
backpack here.
Yeah, anyone who runs with Shona a lot knows that if there's leeches, a chance of leeches, you take salt.
Do you scream? And
I am. I have a. Just
so
keep
we're
looking at my
not
feet.
running together then because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
won't be able to help each other.
So you're also our only female finisher for the 100 mile.
Yeah,
I guess it means that. I guess it is evidence that the course is really tough.
It is.
Like it's, and I know it's like being described as brutal, and to have, I think like 2 years, 3 years, we've only had one female finisher.
Yeah.
And for last year we had
A couple.
We had loads, like eight.
No, I think we had two.
No,
But
no,
Jenny
we-
didn't finish within cut-off. Was that it?
No. We had like, we only had one female finisher. It was pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's brutal, but we choose it. You know,
Yeah,
we're coming here and we're doing this. It's our choice.
Yeah.
So you can't. It's hard, and I don't know. I was enjoyed it.
I just have a quick question because I
Sure.
come from more of a 24-hour track running background.
Sure.
Was that your first 24-hour?
First day I ever walked onto a track was Saturday the 3rd of June, and I was like, oh, this feels funny, this
Funny,
orange
yeah.
floor underneath me. This is not trail running. Off I go. That was it.
And so, do you think you'll be doing more of that 24-hour track tough in the future, or?
I'm not sure. I did manage to B qualify for Worlds
Yeah,
on
yeah.
my first attempt,
Yeah.
and I feel like I could probably improve that.
So
and
we've got-
I tell Shona all the time I do everything twice, so I may try to do it one more time. I don't know. Certainly
Oh.
not in the next 5 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's a great result for 24 hours. I'm really
Thank you.
excited to see that coming from that. Like I did trail, and it's possible to do trails and track or road. You know, because I did the 100k road and the track, and I did UTA. Almost caught Shona
Oh
one
no,
year.
5010
Someone's
has
taken
gone
the
the
track
old. It's gone. No. Oh, is it? The track has gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. I thought they were doing the Suncorp
And I think
Stadium
that's
one.
a support person, so maybe they're coming home. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just
All right,
checking.
Right, we're going to say thank you so much
Thank you.
to Marie.
Thank you.
I had just one last question. You're going to try and make it a three-peat.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Because
It's too
I don't
soon.
think...
It's too soon. That was a long night and a long morning of walking.
Yeah.
I don't know that there are too many women who have done a three-peat in a miler. I really do not think there are any.
Yeah.
So
You've
there's a
done really, really
challenge.
well. Yeah.
Thank
it's
you.
like your quads though look amazing. Like they're huge.
But
You
if,
they got a workout last night with all the walking.
Oh, you should have seen me trying to get up and down stairs. I was like,
yeah. But if there's that opportunity to represent Australia, I think, you know, that's something grabbing hold of. So,
don't
yeah,
know.
I'd be excited to see what you could do on the track.
thank you.
Because my qualifier was very similar, and, you know, so you just don't know where it's going to take you. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right,
I
exciting.
did say to my pacer during the night last night, I was like, I wonder if I should retire now. And he's like, no, you got places to go.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
well,
Fine,
food
yeah.
for thought.
Well, I think I'm going to finish up after this one. I think a bit of advice out there for everyone. Run every race like it's your last race. Just love it. Enjoy it.
And if you have fun doing it, you do your best anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll let you have a
Awesome.
break. We'll see you for presentations.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well done. Bravo, bravo. That would have been awfully tough. And I burst into tears when I saw you come
I know,
across
I
the line.
saw you. I was
'Cause
going to give
just
you a
knew
hug,
how
but I
tough that
really
was.
stink.
And
That
you
would have been
know,
tough.
When I interviewed Vlad last night too, he was quite emotional. He said, "Oh, this race means a lot to me." And, I went,
And
"Oh,
he's
my
done the
goodness."
110 and he wanted, you know,
Yeah.
he's wanted to come back. He's,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said this race, he was actually quite emotional, wasn't he? Again, being
I-
so emotional.
that was me going around there, and then I was like, "No, pull yourself together, lady.
Game face.
Put a smile on your face."
Anyway, so thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We'll sign you off for now. Thank you so much. Shona,
Okay,
do you
thank
want to
you.
have any last words about your experience the weekend?
Oh, craziness. Goodness me. I'm brain dead. I think I've had I don't even know if I've had an hour's sleep since Friday night.
But we love it, right?
Which is really Friday
Would you
morning.
do anything else? Would you do it? No. And actually, I think it's more fun being this side of the.
Yeah,
think now?
I don't have to hurt as much. So that looked really painful for Marie. And as I said, I was quite emotional when I saw her come across the line because I've been in that situation a few times where I've had to walk it in and knowing that you have to walk it to get the result and that's what matters and not your time.
Yeah.
So she did really well to be able to put that mental process in place to
Yeah,
throw
'cause
her goal out the window.
A lot of people would have gone, nah, I can't, too hard. And I've probably been in that position where I've gone, I can't do this. I've set myself this goal, I'm not going to achieve it, and I've regretted it. So I think it's always worth going for that finish.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It shows that she's quite a humble person too.
Yeah.
She's happy to not have been her best, ever, but
Yeah.
just being her best on the day. And I think that's really important
Yeah.
and such a good lesson.
Of course, we love seeing the women come and smash these things too.
Yeah.
But there's some
Hoping-
great performances out there right across the
Yeah.
board. We've had Mike Carroll come and smash the 100k record, 110k record.
The
We had a
20k
record.
male just went as well, and we'll have to check up on the female. I think she just missed it for
Right.
the 20k. The
Yeah.
30k
Female broke
went.
yet.
And then the second place was also gone. You
Yeah,
said, Jodie.
she was
for the
also under
female.
Cecilia's time from last year. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty
amazing.
cool.
All right, so do you want to thank our sponsors just briefly and then we'll sign off for presentations?
Okay, massive thank you to Queensland Tourism, Red Bull Energy Drink, La Sportiva, Spartan Trail World Championship, New Step Brewing Co, K2 Base Camp, Bush Heritage Australia. Look, they're our charity partner and we give $3 of every entry to Bush Heritage Australia. And then we've got Australian Expat Finance, The Expatriate, Head Skins, and of course Hammer Nutrition. Massive thank you. We couldn't do it without you guys. It's a lot of our sponsors don't only just give money like funds or product, but they also help out with our infrastructure for the day, logistics. They really do make our event special. So we can't thank them enough. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to
Massive
sign off now.
Volunteers.
Yeah, we've done.
Huge volunteers.
Yeah.
We've
200
talked so much
plus.
about all the
Yeah.
running groups that really
Yeah.
help
Crazy.
us out and how
Crazy.
appreciative our runners are of those volunteers. But we'll
And-
see you now for presentations.
I've got to say Cora up in the ops room, man.
Oh, we love Cora.
Cora Lau, massive thank you for being up there and not getting out in front. And
She is she is the calm one. She's always the one that's calm and controlled and keeps us all in line.
and
That's
crazy
calm,
one.
soothing voice on the radio.
crack up.
Yeah,
Awesome,
okay.
awesome.
All
Okay,
right.
we're doing prezos at
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
soon. We'll
Yeah.
see you about 10:30 for
Okay.
presentations.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cheers,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.